Boston Celtics head coach Ime Udoka calls out Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Dennis Schroeder after losing to the San Antonio Spurs 96-88 Friday night. He's asked them to learn how to play together and figure this out. Do I disagree with him? I don't disagree with him at all. I think it's pretty obvious of how the Celtics have been playing, especially the last two games, that's just an obvious statement. I do disagree with him kind of calling out his team in public, just for the fact that I think, he hasn't been at this long enough. He's a rookie head coach. And I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. One thing I'll say that was, positive from the Brad Stevens era, that he did take full responsibility for this team, and did not let the players take the heat. He definitely took the blame, and I just don't know if this is the right move from Ime. I personally don't think it is. I feel confident that he'll lead this team down the road. I think he's got all the tools. I think he's got the players' ears right now still, despite him coming out and calling them out publicly. But he's not wrong, and hopefully this tactic, maybe he knows more than we do about this, and this is the way to motivate the team. Maybe this is what needs to work for a Tatum and a Brown to kind of get to the next level, and just not, knowing that, okay, if I don't play to my potential, coach is going to call me out in public. I don't know if that's what he's aiming for, since, superstars these days care about their brand and all that stuff, and I don't know if it's a tactic on his, thinking of this is going to rattle them a little bit and kind of get them under my, guide and leadership to put them to the next level. Tatum has looked really solid, I think, in terms of improving his ball handling and kind of leadership, trying to move the ball around. He does get stuck at times. I mean, it just happens for all stars of his level. Jaylen Brown, I'm a huge fan of, but I think the ball sticks with him. He still hasn't kind of thought about moving the ball. He's definitely, once he gets it, he's going to shoot the ball. It's just, that's how his mentality has been. Maybe it's him trying to get back in game shape. I'm not sure about that. He was doing a lot of this beforehand, though, too, before his hamstring injury. Goes back to Smart not being a true NBA point guard. He's just not that player. I think he's shown some improvements on that front. He's had some solid games distributing the ball and kind of making sure the offense is running smoothly. Definitely during that winning streak. Schroeder's definitely a point guard who thinks about his shot first. And I think he's a bit better on the offensive end in terms of setting up the offense, but at the same time, he's been sloppy as well. So I don't know, do the Celtics try to, see if they can do it Pritchard? Seems like more of a true point guard. I mean, Pritchard's just not seeing any playing time. I don't think that's the answers, but definitely something needs to click with this team. They have two star players who I feel like they haven't quite learned how to lead yet. And maybe, I'm not one of those critics who think that they can't play together, Tatum and Brown, but it's not very convincing to me that they can right now. And that kind of worries me. And because I want to see these two players together, and just hopefully click together. And I think all of that heartache we've had with losing big free agents the last couple years, kind of seeing our team going from title contention to kind of mediocre, is not what we want to see. And I hope this calling out in public thing is what kind of kicks him in the butt, if that's what he feels like he needs to do. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. All right, go Celtics.